What is avocado? Avocado is the fruit of the evergreen tree Persea americana, Latin, Persea americana, in the laurel family. It grows mainly in tropical climates. The main producers of avocados today are Peru, Colombia, Brazil, and Mexico. Avocado has a large seed, dense skin, juicy flesh with delicate flavor and high oil content. Because of this, the mature fruit tastes like butter with chopped herbs mixed in. Benefits of avocado. Many people have heard about the benefits of avocado for the body. This exotic fruit is a source of a large number of trace elements that make it one of the best superfruits for youth and beauty. Thanks to its high energy value, it significantly improves performance, helps to cope with depression and stress, normalizes the work of the circulatory and cardiovascular system. In brief, avocado should be on the table of anyone who truly values their health. Nutrients. The avocado was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, 1998, as the most caloric fruit in the world. However, the benefits of the avocado are not only in its high caloric content, but also in a wide range of biologically active substances that have beneficial effects on various organs and systems of the human body. The caloric value and the ratio of proteins, fats and carbohydrates of avocado per 100 grams are as follows. Calories 160, proteins 2 grams, fats 14.7 grams, carbohydrates 53 grams. Avocado, along with nuts and olive oil, is one of the main sources of monounsaturated fatty acids needed by the body. It contains mainly oleic acid, which is responsible for the level of cholesterol in the blood and the synthesis of fatty acids in the body. Avocados also contain polyunsaturated and saturated fatty acids, which improve the bioavailability of fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamin A, from avocados and the foods you eat with them. What other beneficial substances are found in avocados per 100 grams of product? Potassium 485 milligrams, phosphorus 52 milligrams, magnesium 29 milligrams, calcium 12 milligrams, dietary fiber 6.7 grams. Avocado is rich in vitamins. It contains vitamins E, K, part of the B group. And this is not the end of the list of useful substances it contains. For example, avocado contains lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that protect the eyes from damage. They slow the onset of age-related cataracts and reduce the risk of irreversible vision loss. Lutein is also important for brain function and improving cognitive function. This includes memory, language, and intelligence, the ability to recognize, perceive, and process information. What are the benefits of avocados for the body? What is useful avocado? What effect on the body it can have when used regularly in the diet? Thanks to a wide range of antioxidants and antisclerotic components, this fruit leads the list of products that prevent aging. Consumption of the fruit is very useful in diabetes. They help stabilize blood sugar levels and in this regard improve the general well-being of patients. Many sources note the anti-tumor properties of the avocado. It contains a number of substances, carotenoids, vitamin E, thanks to which the number of free radicals in cancer cells increases, which leads to their destruction without harming healthy tissues. It should also be noted that dishes from this fruit are recommended for the nutrition of elderly and weakened, as well as for the recovery of patients after a serious illness. It is believed that avocado is beneficial to men's health, prevents the occurrence of prostatitis, increases potency, prevents cholesterol plaques, improves blood circulation and normalizes hemoglobin levels, strengthening the eye muscles, improves memory and mental activity, increases resistance to stress, supporting the proper functioning of muscle tissues, remove toxins and free radicals from the body, cancer prevention, strengthening the immune system, normalization of blood pressure, regulate water and salt balance, heart health and cholesterol reduction. Monounsaturated fatty acids, especially the aforementioned oleic acid, reduce cholesterol levels in the blood, as studies have repeatedly confirmed. Therefore, regular consumption of avocados can reduce the risk of atherosclerosis, the deposition of plaque on the walls of blood vessels, which in the long run can lead to complete blockage of the vessel, disruption of blood flow and death. In addition, the potassium found in avocados helps normalize blood pressure. Even in people with hypertension, persistent high blood pressure, and in the long term reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. To maintain cardiovascular health, A woman's body should receive 2,600 milligrams of potassium daily and a man's body should receive 3,400 milligrams. Scientists have found that eating one avocado a day is enough to lower cholesterol levels. Other studies show that eating 80 grams or more of avocados per week reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 16% and the risk of coronary heart disease in adults by 22%. And for the best results, according to scientists, it is necessary not only to include avocados in the diet, but also to replace margarine, butter, eggs, yogurt, cheese or meat. Another argument in favor of avocado: its consumption improves the condition of the endothelium, the inner layer of blood vessels and heart cavities. Such results have been shown in studies in which subjects were offered avocado sandwiches for breakfast instead of hamburgers, donuts and fruit, or just avocado instead of carbohydrates. Digestive health and a strong immune system. Avocados are high in fiber, 70% of which is insoluble. It stimulates digestion and keeps the bowels functioning properly. Insoluble fiber improves the composition of the microflora, a special environment made up of beneficial bacteria and other microorganisms. This indirectly improves immunity, as the intestinal microflora is one of the components of the immune system. Another reason why avocados are necessary for digestion is that monounsaturated fats improve the absorption of nutrients from other foods. For example, fat-soluble vitamins A, D and E. Therefore, it makes sense to add avocados to vegetable salads. The benefit to the body of a conventional carrot in this salad will be higher. Improved memory and mental alertness. Regular consumption of avocados helps reduce the risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia. According to research, lutein from avocados can penetrate the blood-brain barrier, so regular consumption of this fruit improves brain function. In another study, elderly people who included avocado in their diet showed high memory performance. Improves the nervous system. The high potassium content of avocados not only benefits the heart, but also the nervous system and muscle tissue. Potassium deficiency leads to cramps and weakness because the conduction of electrical signals in the muscles is impaired. Improves mood and helps fight stress. Fatty acids play an important role in the regulation of the central nervous system. They contribute to the transmission of nerve signals and participate in the synthesis of hormones. Sufficient amounts of healthy fats in the diet help to stabilize the emotional background and fight stress. Unsaturated fats reduce the risk of depression, fight anxiety and strengthen anti-stress mechanisms. Diabetic health. Fresh avocados and avocado dishes are good foods for diabetics because they have a low glycemic index. Most of the fruit is fiber, water and fat. And clinical studies show that avocados lower fasting blood glucose levels and improve insulin sensitivity in type 2 diabetes. Stops the growth of malignant tumors. A number of studies have shown that the bioactive compounds in avocados inhibit the growth and promote the death of cancer cells by increasing apoptosis in several types of cancer, including skin, oral, and prostate cancers. There is also evidence that avocado compounds slow down changes in DNA that lead to abnormal cell replication. According to scientists, avocados have a unique combination of phytonutrients, plant vitamins and antioxidants that work together to produce an anti-cancer effect. Monounsaturated fatty acids also play a role. They fight chronic inflammation and help prevent cancer. How to lose weight with avocado. Adding avocados to your diet on a regular basis will benefit your figure. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, women who ate one fresh avocado a day experienced a reduction in visceral fat around the abdomen. Another study of adults found that avocado eaters had a lower risk of weight gain than those who didn't eat avocados. Scientists also point out that eating avocados reduces the risk of metabolic disorders. And in low-calorie diets, this fruit provides a high level of satiety. The level of the peptide hormone that suppresses hunger increases 2.5 times in the first half hour after breakfast with avocado. Avocado for beauty. Avocados are also used to make homemade nourishing face masks, a good option for dry and aging skin. There are no rules and no clear recipes. Usually, avocado flesh is simply kneaded with olive oil, honey or lemon juice and applied to the face for 15 to 20 minutes. Be careful with such recipes. Many products can cause allergies. Avocado benefits for athletes. People who are actively engaged in sports should carefully select products for their diet. Many people are interested in what is useful avocado for athletes, so in the composition of this fruit is L-carnitine, a natural amino acid that has a strong antioxidant effect. This substance activates fat metabolism and participates in fat metabolism. Another advantage of avocado is that it produces energy and improves the process of blood circulation. Other health benefits of avocados. Not the least of these is the reduction of HGF levels in the blood when avocados are consumed regularly. This is important for reducing insulin resistance, preventing fatty liver disease and inflammation. What to do with avocado? This fruit goes well with most foods. You can also use avocado to make healthy salads, with any vegetables and dressed with lime or lemon juice and olive oil. How to recognize a ripe avocado? The color of the fruit depends on the variety. Hass avocados have a dark brown skin, black when ripe, and a small seed. Other varieties, Fuerte, Ettinger, Pinkerton, have green and dark green skins. Rarely, there are yellow-green fruits. This is the Zutano variety, which you can safely buy. Regardless of color, the ripe fruit is firm rather than soft. When pressed very lightly, no pressure, there should be no indentations. Normal is green, regardless of the color of the skin. Also inspect the avocado for dents, cracks, blemishes, and other damage. There should be none. If you have difficulty determining the degree of firmness or softness, take the avocado that is the firmest. It will ripen at home. Let it rest in the refrigerator for 4 to 7 days. But if you bought a ripe avocado, try to eat it in 1 to 2 days, otherwise it will be less useful for your health. To prevent the flesh of the cut fruit from darkening, sprinkle it with lime or lemon juice.